Tennis throws up images of grandeur and majesty in the eyes of sports enthusiasts all over the world. Furthermore, those who pursue the sport stand to gain greatly from it, both financially and in terms of fame. As a result, it comes as no surprise that certain tennis players are among the world's richest athletes. Welcome to Tennis Flicks, a channel dedicated to the latest and greatest in the tennis world. You will be captivated by today's amazing video, 13 Richest Tennis Players. Let's get started. Number 1. Ion Tiriac. With a net worth of $1.2 billion, Ion Tiriac, also referred to as the Brasov bulldozer, is still among the wealthiest tennis players in the world, even after retiring several decades ago. Tiriac remained passionate about the sport even after retiring as a player. The legendary tennis player from earlier days is today the head of the Tiriac Group, which includes holdings in financial services, real estate, and automobiles. In addition, Tiriac has an impressive collection of over 400 automobiles and motorcycles in his garage, including vehicles owned by well-known figures like Elton John and Al Capone. Number 2. Roger Federer. Having a $550 million net worth, Roger Federer may have brought a tearful farewell to the sport in September 2022, but his name will be permanently inscribed in its history. The Swiss maestro is commonly nicknamed the King of Grass by fans and experts due to his incredible performance in the Wimbledon Open, where he won the tournament a record 8 times. The 20-time Grand Slam champion may have received $130 million in prize money over the course of his career, according to a Forbes article. Number 3. Serena Williams. Tennis fans around the world were left in tears in September 2022 when Serena Williams announced the end of her professional career, repeating the footsteps of Roger Federer. She is now a mother of 2 girls and the most successful woman in tennis history, having dominated the game for 27 years. Williams, who has won 23 Grand Slam titles in her career, earns about $45.3 million a year. Having an estimated $300 million net worth, she is the first tennis player to have won a career Golden Slam in both singles and doubles. Number 4. Novak Djokovic. Very few sports fans in the world today are unfamiliar with the name Novak Djokovic. Together with Rafael Nadal and Roger Federer, the Serbian is a legend. Djokovic, the current world number 1 in the ATP men's singles rankings, and the winner of a record 24 Grand Slam titles, is hoping to extend his winning streak at the Australian Open to 11 singles titles. According to a survey by Celebrity Net Worth, Djokovic remains one of the wealthiest tennis players globally, even in the year 2024, with a net worth of approximately $240 million. Number 5. Rafael Nadal. With a net worth of $220 million, Rafael Nadal is still regarded as one of the greatest tennis players of all time. With a world record of 14 French Open trophies under his belt, the Spaniard currently holds 22 Grand Slam titles. Based on reports, Nadal has accumulated more than $125 million during his time on the ATP Tour from 2001. Number 6. Maria Sharapova. Maria Sharapova is a living legend in the game and one of the most successful female tennis players to this day. As of right now, she is the only Russian to have achieved the career Grand Slam. Her achievements include reaching the top of the WTA singles rankings at the age of 18 and winning 5 major titles, including 2 at the French Open and 1 each at the Australian, Wimbledon, and US Open. Even though Maria Sharapova ended her career as a professional tennis player in 2020, her riches were unaffected. With a net worth of $180 million, she is expected to be among the wealthiest tennis players in the world by 2024 and will still represent companies like Nike and Evian. Number 7. Pete Sampras. Pete Sampras, who is widely considered the greatest tennis player of all time, has won 14 Grand Slam titles, including a record-tying 7 Wimbledon titles before he retired and a record-tying 5 US Open titles. After defeating his longtime opponent Andre Agassi in the 2002 US Open final, the retired American tennis player said goodbye to the game. Sampras, nicknamed Pistol Pete, for his accurate and powerful one-handed backhand, was elected into the International Tennis Hall of Fame in 2007. Many in the tennis community hold him in high regard. Yes, Roger Federer is one of them. With a net worth of $150 million, Sampras is still one of the wealthiest tennis players in the world. Number 8. Steffi Graf. If the word elegance can be personified, it will most likely take the form of Steffi Graf. She is probably one of the greatest sports legends, having won 22 Grand Slam trophies in women's singles, the second most since the Open era began in 1968, and the third most overall. When Graf accomplished the Golden Slam in 1988, a former world number one, Graf held the pole spot for a record 307 weeks. She and Margaret Court are the only players, male or female, to win 3 Grand Slam titles in the same calendar year 5 times. In 2001, the professional tennis player tied the knot with Andre Agassi. With a net worth of $150 million, she was one of the best players in the game. Number 9. Andre Agassi. Andre Agassi, who is regarded as one of the all-time great tennis players, has won 8 Grand Slam championships during his career. He is still the only player to have achieved the career Super Slam. In addition, he is the last male American tennis player to have won both the Australian Open and the French Open. With a net worth of $145 million, Agassi is still among the wealthiest tennis players in 2024, despite having retired from the game almost 20 years ago. Number 10. Andy Murray. With a net worth of $100 million, many people rank Andy Murray as one of the best British tennis players in history. He completes the hallowed quartet of the tennis world alongside Roger Federer, Rafael Nadal, and Novak Djokovic. Murray, a 3-time Grand Slam winner, may not be the overwhelming favorite in today's big tournaments, but the threat he poses to his opponents cannot be ignored. Number 11. John McEnroe. John McEnroe is another legend from earlier times that makes today's list. His rivalry with Jimmy Connors and Bjorn Borg are legendary in the memoirs of sports history. He is now the first male tennis player to hold the number 1 position in both the men's doubles and singles rankings at the same time. 7 Grand Slam singles titles, 9 Grand Slam men's doubles trophies, and 1 Grand Slam mixed doubles trophy are among the accomplishments of this American tennis legend. Despite ending his career in professional tennis in 2006, with a net worth of $100 million, McEnroe is still among the wealthiest male tennis players globally. Number 12. Venus Williams. Venus Williams is an all-time great who doesn't really require an introduction. Her partnership with Serena Williams, her younger sister, in women's doubles tennis is fabled. However, the former has also had success as a singles player, having won 7 Grand Slam singles titles, including 5 at the Wimbledon Open and 2 at the US Open. She was once ranked number 1 in the world. With a net worth of $95 million, the seasoned tennis player has endorsement deals with a number of businesses, including Ralph Lauren, Tide, Wilson, and Electronic Arts. Number 13. Bjorn Borg. In the second half of the 1970s, Bjorn Borg ruled the tennis world. The Swedish great and former world number 1 is the first guy in the Open era to win 11 Grand Slam singles titles. In addition to being among the wealthiest tennis players with a net worth of $80 million, the Swede is the only man in tennis history to have won more than $1 million in prize money. Today's video has come to an end. We looked at 13 richest tennis players. Number 1 will shock you. We sincerely hope you found enjoyment in gaining insights into the richest tennis players. Tennis has created some of the wealthiest players in the world because of its glitzy events and large worldwide fan base. With rich sponsorship deals and tournament prize money, the sport provides ample opportunity for its elite players to accumulate tremendous wealth. For more intriguing content, don't forget to comment on your favorite part of our video and why, like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Until then, we look forward to seeing you in our next video. If you have a video idea for our channel, please comment and our team will respond immediately. Game, set, match.